MusicTexas.com, y'all. That's where you're at.
I got electrocuted by the sun. 300 million and 41. 300 million 41. Bolt shot straight into my brain. I said I don't think I'll ever be the same again. Don't worry about that. I turned up and turned around. Honey, I still don't touch the ground. Since you walk with me. Since you talk with me. Very nice, that's excellent. All right, here we go. That was beautifully done. I wish we had a recording of that. Second verse. A little trickier. I got turned all inside out. I'm green as a whippertail Brussels sprout. Happy as a 7-year college degree. I'm as happy as a 2 socks and so many. That was up real bad. I said I jumped up and hit my head. Honey, I still haven't been to bed. Since you walk with me. Since you talk with me. All right, very nice. A little weaker that time on the low to wodas. Last verse, here we go. Well, I got stepped on hard by love. Never saw it coming because it came from above. Like a big old monster in a monster movie. It was kind of scary and it was kind of groovy.
It's the use of the words that's the problem. And so you can censor words like and you can take those words away, but what you're not going to take away is the kind of the hate and the anger that are behind some of that stuff, and you can say it. So I don't know. I just think it's ludicrous. What do you think, Bruce? You're much smarter than I am when it comes to this kind of thing.
That's the truth.
It seems like America is the only country that holds any great value in censorship. Seems like the rest of the world pretty much does whatever they like. You can see anything you want on television. It's all in print, and everybody seems to be just fine and a lot happier because of it. It seems like when you start telling people they can't do stuff, then it makes them want to do it more. But it causes it to become subversive.
When you stifle, like when you try to put these imaginary boundaries on, it just makes it explode.
I think, of course, my opinion is totally biased, but I think it's the seedy part of life that's fun. Like, what are you going to do? Write a really controversial song about going to work and making $150,000 a year and coming home and playing with your dog? No. You're going to write a song about your drug-addicted friend. You're going to write a song about the woman that just trashed you through the alley. You're going to write a song about the woman who just had sex with you.
Oh, I realized it. You said the BC word. Now, I just want you to clarify for folks at home that BC is not a bad term. I want you not... give me a short explanation how BC is not a bad term. Ryan, you still there?
That's really short.
Apparently, we've lost Ryan. Ryan, the former host of the kids show, dear friend to the Austin Music Network, good buddy of mine. There he is again. Ryan's calling back the old city line, or it's somebody else exciting. Hello.
Fine. I got hung up on, man.
Ryan's back, ladies and gentlemen.
When you censor language, the problem with that, the rudimentary problem, is it's not the words that are the problem. it's you know, it's the people using the words. It's like guns, right? Like guns don't kill people.
Stifling. It's like, oh, you can't use that word. You can't say that.
What the hell are you talking about? Now you're talking about you can't.
Like that, you know, the big old microwaves. When you put a potato in there with tinfoil, and you're a little close, too close to it while you're cooking it. So it felt like that. Good, but dangerous. I felt like I was doing something dangerous to myself.
Oh, glory, glory. Hallelujah. Oh, since I laid my burden down. Well, I'm going home. Little Jesus.
Is the producer, not the city of Austin, its officials or managers of the public access resources, ACTV, who is completely and solely responsible for the exercise of his or her free speech rights. Okay? And you can legal constitution the right of your function. My question is, if you believe in the principles of your own bylaws, do not do what this enhancement plan is setting forth, because it will violate your own bylaws.
And when you look at the board minutes from 3/30/04, 5 months ago, it says set aside rules that could block the board's efforts to launch the new image enhancement plan. Now, the image enhancement plan is to get rid of the free speech First Amendment charter of the oldest birthplace of access television, the oldest station and the birthplace. And you don't think they want to monitor speech? Turn to the next meeting, the next board meeting right here. And it says right here, assign to the POV, block it if it attacks, critiques other faith religions. So when you go on the religious channel, channel 11, and you criticize another religion, well, the Catholics criticize the Protestants criticize the pagans criticize the whatever, that's your free speech right. So it's not just, oh, your religious show, you go here, your entertainment, you go there. No, see, this is control. And this is the opposite. This is how they're getting rid of access TV.
I think that it's that money, like religion, has no place in government. That religion is a personal question, and money is a corrupting influence.
And the city has said they're getting rid of it in 13 months when the contract comes up. So they squeeze the board and they send in their little change agents with Delphi method corporate stuff. They read in a book and they sit here and try to co-opt you. But I knew you couldn't be co-opted, and you won't be co-opted. Against the attack on this First Amendment juggernaut that is ours, the people of Austin, Texas. We will launch aggressive legal challenges that we have promised you within 14 days. Be aware of it. God bless you for coming. Don't buy a shred of the propaganda. We shall prevail. We have the minutes. Open discussion of destroying your free speech. God bless you all.
My only involvement with the access channels was that I was asked by the Music Commission and by the Telecom Infrastructure Committee to facilitate something that would assist in preserving the AMN name for the city. Now, I will tell you right now, I know that you're all very upset. I want nothing whatsoever to do with any of the access channels. I will tell you right now, Time Warner will never, ever approve any commercialization of the access channels. It won't happen.
That's in the plan.
Are you speaking
Well, no,
for Time Warner?
No, I'm not, but I have asked them them this question.
And you believe them, man. You guys believe them.
Now listen, just
Where'd the
listen.
100,000 come from?
The 100,000, I was asked by the City of Austin, the Music Commission, and the Telecommunications Committee, please help make this happen. Because if AMN, if some of their programming is going to run on the access channels, then they need some funding to help make that happen. Now, my proposal to do with the music channel has only to do with the music channel. And on the issue of Time Warner, I know that you all would love to believe that they're behind this, that they want to gobble something up. I pitched this project to Time Warner. Now, if Austin would have had the XYZ cable company, I would have pitched it to the XYZ cable company. But the primary cable company here is Time Warner. And if you want to have a channel that reaches the audience and does any good, you have to have their distribution.
lived in any other city but Austin since I've been involved in the music scene. I know that I go to a lot of cities. I've traveled to a lot of cities in this country for my job, and there's no city in the world that in the country that I've been to that has the close-knit scene that we have here. The musicians will tell me that every day of the week from wherever I go. When I meet musicians and I talk to them, they say there's no scene where they're at, that no one will help you, that everybody's all out for themselves, and it's real cutthroat and dog eat dog. But in Austin, it's not like that. That's the biggest thing that I hear, the most amazement that I hear from musicians who come to Austin, and the reason they stay and the reason they become hooked on here is because it is a big family.
But it's again the musicians that are making it happen.
Yeah. As it is.
Mm-hmm.
You can break me down, but I won't help you.
This is the most diverse, incredible music scene in the world. This is not Nashville. We're not country music. We're not Memphis. We're not Memphis Horns and Blues. We're not grunge. We're not Seattle. We're not rock and roll. We're not Cleveland. We're not hip hop. We're all of these things. And so we began a format that basically featured all of those kinds of music, a variety of music, the best of Texas every hour. And in the first year, we played more Austin music per hour than had ever been played before on the network. We played more Texas music per hour and per day than had ever been played before on the network. And we went out of the studio and back into the clubs. And in my first year, I recorded more performances in the clubs that had been recorded in the first 7 years of the Austin Music Network. That many performances. We blew them away. And the second year, we did about the same number. But the big thing that happened is we began to encourage people to make their own music videos. The desktop revolution had arrived, and we recognized that.
It functions as a tool for the industry, and I don't think anybody could become rich from that particular. It's not like it's Dell, you know. It's musicians helping musicians.
Council, everywhere else said, I don't care if you fund AMN, my God, 10 or 15 light poles cost $1 million. It's a joke. The city has plenty of money. This is a total and complete joke. And so I want everybody concerned in this to know that it is restraint in my wish to not go after Access Television and to damage their funds. So out of my own pocket, I go, okay, we'll take you to court just to make you answer questions. And there's a bunch of questions we still want answered, but we just got 165 pages of more documents from the city. We're getting more. It's a gold mine. One of these things is total proof of what we're alleging and what we're talking about here. And so I'm asking the Telecommunications Commission, I'm asking the Music Commission to say no to this plan and to tell Time Warner no to this operation until they get their hands completely off of Access Television.
A white metal storage shed size can, you know.
On the top of Mount Larson.
On the top of Mount Larson with the big tower up above that. And that was the put-in point for the cable for Austin. And the only way we could get access to launch ACTV The engineer would drive out there and meet us, open the door, we go in, physically disconnect the coax cable that was the feed from San Antonio, and it was a duplicate of the Austin channel, take it, unscrew it, screw our coax cable onto it, and start the deck up. As it evolved, we had, because the engineer was lazy too, we had connectors put on the outside of the building, so we could just drive up to the building and wait on time, and then they would automatically take off the San Antonio feed, and we'd just feed right into the side of the building. And we started doing live music casts from up there, and eventually they were able to get offices down in Austin and feed up to it. But yeah, you had to, and it was all Caliche Road, straight up this mountain, trying to get up there with the van and all the equipment. And, it was precarious just getting in and out of there. But it's a great site for doing live concerts because you had the whole backdrop of Austin below you in the valley looking down on it all. It was very unique because nobody else in the country had that kind of opportunity. I mean, we worked with groups in New York. Syracuse had a little small, basically a networked condominium complex. New York had a few little private things. They got cable going much later than Austin had cable. We had the advantage of Lyndon Johnson had put cable in here back in the early 60s, I guess. And so Austin had more cable subscribers than New York City. So we had a bit bigger audience than the New York City videographers did.
MusicTexas.com